Hey guys, I wanted to talk about the manipulation that happens in the stock market because this can help you so much on your journey here moving forward. So first off, remember when stocks are going higher, like we saw ever since 2020, beginning of 2023 pretty much up until now, aside from that, 2025, right, the April drop from the tariff scare, stocks have gone up consistently. And remember, when stocks keep going higher, what happens? Analysts keep raising their price targets. When stocks go higher, it's followed by more positive news. And when stocks are going lower, it's followed by more negative news. This is just how it works, guys. So for example, when we saw Nvidia at $195 and we saw price target hikes up to 300 and AMD into the 300s, all these stocks were getting very high price targets. What does that do? It keeps retail traders and investors excited to keep buying, and that allows the big money or the smart money, institutional money, it's all considered the same, that allows them to dump their shares on retail. And remember, institutions or smart money have a lot of shares, right? We're talking billions of dollars of what they're trading with versus retail, which is a lot smaller, okay? And remember, institutions like to do their buying and selling late in the day to kind of hide what they're doing, end of market hours. But anyways, that allows them to dump to retail traders. And then, a lot of them will play the downward momentum as they put fear out there, right, in the news and the media, short sellers coming out, making their money, going down, down, down. And then eventually, though, those short sellers have to get out of those short positions by buying the stock. It's called a buy to cover. And so then they get out of those shorts, they made their money on the downside, and then they make their money back up on the upside. And that's what's going to happen here, guys, soon. But right now, fear is going to have a lot of retail traders sell out. And it's the same story where the big money will come in and buy this dip and make their money back up later, guys, okay? Because the AI story is alive and well. Nothing's changed fundamentally. It's just good old-fashioned fear and greed. It's a constant cycle, guys. But this downtrend can last longer than people think. Just when stocks are going up, it can last longer, right? On the downside, it can stay down for a while, guys. So we have to wait for it to find a bottom. That's why I put out videos. Really, all I'm doing right now is playing oversold bounces when I see those good opportunities, when RSI is 30 or less, and then we see positive divergence where RSI is going higher and the stock price is going down or leveling off. That's a good sign where you can enter a quick scalp trade in and out. And then also, obviously, on this dip, dollar cost averaging, if you're a patient long-term investor, is going to pay off down the road, guys, okay? I would stick with best in breed. Again, the mega caps, the profitable companies that are growing in many different industries that we know are going to be around down the road. Those will be the first to recover as people look for safe havens, okay? But just remember that constant manipulation in the markets, and now even on the downside, you'll see price targets being lowered now, right? We're already seeing that, and that just adds to more fear and then panic, right? It's the cycles, guys, that always happen. But this is where when we're in fear and extreme fear, guys, remember when that index, the VIX, shows extreme fear, those are the times you want to buy a little at a time for the long term, or like I said, play the quick scalp trades, okay? So I'm here to help in any way you guys need, guys, okay? And if you become a member, that's where it's at. That's where you're going to get all the educational videos, access to the Millionaire Maker portfolios, what I'm doing, gift card competitions, okay? So look forward to having you aboard, guys, and enjoy your day.